Basic tools that you would have with you on the trail. This is just a standard Hilift 48-inch jack, a 3/4 by 5/8 D-ring shackle, 2-inch by 30-foot toe strap, and a tree saver. Okay, so what we're going to demonstrate is in the instance that you possibly are at an obstacle or at an angle or on an incline that you may not be able to recover yourself from using winch, a tow from another vehicle, or any means outside of yourself, how you can move yourself forward, if only a few feet to get over an obstacle, or many feet if it was necessary. So this will be your basic assembly. Your vehicle will be off whatever your distance. Now, because we have the 30-foot line, we just made it work going through both of our shackles, but you could do it however you saw necessary. If you had to loop through once or twice just to make your distances work, or even if you had a farther distance, utilize all 30 feet if you needed to. But just for this demonstration, we're just going to do a short distance. What we're going to do here is use the bottom of the Hilift, the point with which would lift your vehicle. We're going to have the straps go in like that. We're actually going to remove this plate so that it doesn't interfere as we're lifting. We don't want to cut the line. Up here, we will attach the shackle around the tree saver and into the bracket onto the Hilift, and then we'll use that as our ratcheting mechanism. Okay, so now we have everything hooked up. We're going to go ahead and take all of the slack out of the line and get the line as taut as possible. Okay, so the lines aren't quite tight yet, so we're going to go ahead and ratchet a little bit to get the lines just tight. Remember, this is a slow process. Be very patient. Remember, you're not moving far. Every little motion that you're doing is only about 1 inch at a time. So be very patient with everything you do, and remember that you might have to do a couple do-overs. You might realize that after you've set everything up that your distances aren't right, or you've got too much line. You might just have to start over, but being patient with something like this, using some of your basic tools that you carry with you, can really get you out of a pinch sometimes. We always recommend that you travel with someone or a group when you go into an off-road environment, into some of these trails that we ride on. But this example would be if you happen to be by yourself. With that being said, that's how I'm going to demonstrate, as if there was no one with me. So what I do is I get these lines tight, and then what I'll do is I'll go into the Jeep and start the vehicle and allow the transmission to go into neutral, and then put the tension onto these lines. I have no one but me, so that's just how we're going to have to do it. Okay, so remember guys, we're always about safety. We do, of course, have people with us here today. Ashley Fitzgerald is going to kindly enough sit in the vehicle for me. In case of an emergency and the vehicle slides, she'll apply the brake for us. But if you were in the scenario where you didn't have anyone with you, you would in fact have to leave the vehicle on, I recommend, and in neutral. What I would recommend would be leaving the vehicle on, so that way you have quick access to power steering, power brakes, and can shift into gear if necessary. I also would recommend leaving your door open. It may be counterintuitive. In case you were to roll, you might lose a door. But those of us that can't take our cool doors off are faced with the real issue here of being able to quickly get into our vehicles. So right now what we're going to do, we're just simply going to try to move the vehicle up. It's going to be one motion at a time. You watch, you can see every little click moves the tires about an inch. And in some scenarios, that's the difference between getting over an obstacle and not. Just a couple of inches. So, just a moment, I'm going to run all the way out of my high lift. I'm going to have no more room to go. That's it. With my tree that I'm using and the limits of my high lift, that's all I can move my vehicle. In the event that you continue to need to move more, it's very simple. Go back into your vehicle, apply your brake, apply your emergency brake, shift into the parking gear, and allow your vehicle to rest. Once you allow your vehicle to rest, there's many objects that are available in the woods, tree, logs, rocks. If you have a high lift base, you can use any of those items to help chock your wheels. And then simply you're going to have to release your high lift and let it go back down and then reset again. In my scenario, what I would have to do is tighten up some more of that line and start over and pull some more. A quick, easy way to get yourself out of a predicament. Requires a little elbow grease, requires a little bit of sweat, but definitely effective, and you know, if needed, I hope definitely helps some people out in the future.